sunflower field where the grass tickled your ankles and butterflies wore freckles, lived a cricket named Chirp, who simply could not stop asking questions. Why is the sky blue, but the ocean looks blue too? Do ants know they're in a line, or are they just following each other? What would happen if clouds were made of cotton candy? The other insects often rolled their eyes. Chirp, you talk too much. But Chirp didn't think of it as talking. He called it wondering, one lazy afternoon. Chirp hopped onto the backpack of a kid named Tara, who was lying in the grass sketching clouds. Why do you draw clouds if they're going to change? Chirp asked. Tara nearly dropped her pencil. Did you just talk? Of course, said Chirp. Don't most brilliant crickets? From that moment on, the two became an unlikely team. Every morning Tara would meet Chirp under the tallest sunflower, and they'd explore together. Chirp asked, Tara answered when she could, and when she couldn't, she'd say, let's find out. One day, Chirp asked, why do some people stop asking questions when they grow up? That one stumped Tara. Maybe they get busy, she said, or maybe they think they know enough. Do we ever know enough? Chirp, chirp, I hope not, Tara smiled. The duo visited the library, where Chirp sat inside Tara's hoodie and whispered questions. Why do books smell different? If you read in a mirror, is the story backward? Do stories get lonely when no one reads them? Tara laughed more that month than ever before. And the more Chirp asked, the more Tara noticed things she never had. How morning light looked different through pine needles, how shadows stretched like yawns, how every acorn had a slightly different hat. Then one rainy day, Chirp was quiet. Tara waited. No questions today, she asked. Chirp looked up, blinking. What if someday I ask a question and there's no one to answer? Tara knelt beside him. Then that's a sign. It's time to become the one who answers. Chirp blinked again, like a teacher or a guide, she said, or a friend. From that day, Chirp didn't stop asking, but he also started listening deeper, learning, wondering in new ways. And Tara, she grew up, but never outgrew questions. She became a scientist who still drew clouds. Chirp grew older, but always sat by her window, whispering a new question each night. Some she'd answer, some she'd chase for years, because in the end, Chirp had taught her the biggest lesson of all. Questions aren't annoying. They're the first step to magic.